And we talk about, Robert, yourself as well, we were in this building and it was getting ready to explode.
Yeah.
It really was. And I just want to give a couple reasons. I'm going to take you through a couple reasons as to why the balloon popped super early. Can we dive into this grandiose tape that Jacob Bader put together? All right, there's the balloon. You could feel it. It was palpable. And then what happens in the top of the first? I need a 0 put up by Clark Schmidt, and I had a lot of trust in him. I got to know Ohtani's got to swing the bat. I can't walk him on 4 pitches. And then what happens? Freddie Freeman shows up. Clark Schmidt misses his spot by the entire plate, goes high cutter up and in, which has kind of been his MO. We talked about it earlier yesterday, and Freddie Freeman takes the air out of the building to speak. One thing that was super interesting, we talked yesterday, Walker Buehler is a 2-seam sweeper guy to right-handers and a 4-seam curveball guy to left-handers. He changed the MO. Take a look at it yesterday. 45% 4-seam fastball. They saw something in the tape in the arsenal of the Yankees offense, or he had something in the bullpen working with Will Smith, because he came out and showed them a different look than I think they saw on video in their hitters meetings coming into this game. The curveball was up 8% as well. So let's dive back into the tape. I want to take you through a couple of ABs. So now Aaron Judge comes up in the first.
Got a nice ovation.
They gave him a standing O. They wanted it. We were waiting for something, and I know it's a lot of pressure to expect him to clip one in the first inning with everybody standing on their feet. But what I want you to take, he's going to eventually get to a 3-2 count against Walker Buehler, and I'm saying to myself, he's spitting on some tough pitches right there, and Walker throws him a cutter. I think that's the last pitch he was thinking he was going to get. Maybe a sweeper, maybe an elevated 4-seamer, and what happened? He got a cutter away. How about Anthony Volpe? Anthony Volpe has got to shorten his swing down tonight. He cannot be punching out and taking these huge swings on balls in the middle of the plate. We're eventually going to get to 4-seam fastballs that were blown by them or taken all night. The approach and the process wasn't right, but I got to tip my hat to Walker Buehler. How about this at-bat in the third against Alex Verdugo? We talked about it. 4-seam curveball is the way he attacks most left-handed hitters. Well, eventually he goes cutter in. Watch this paralyzing 2-seamer. There's no way Verdugo was looking for that pitch. So again, the balloon burst on this stadium super early. I mean, by the third inning, 3-0 felt like it was 15-0.
He threw 2-seamers all night. That was one of them.
Yeah, it was unbelievable, Robert. And you look here. Slug leaders versus fastballs, 2024 season. Who's at the top of the list?
Yeah.
It's the New York Yankees. Give me some B-roll of them going deep on heaters, please. Juan Soto. Yes, please. Giancarlo Stanton. Take you deep. Aaron Judge as well. I mean, the list goes on. And what did we watch last night? A steady diet. These are hitters counts. 2-0. What are you looking for? I'm looking 4-seam heater, middle cut. 1-0 count right there? Nah, we're just looking at it. So I don't understand the process going into this game. You're down 2-0. Your life's on the line. Mathematically, you're eliminated if you lose this game, so to speak. It's not to say they can't pull off a miracle, which they can. But I just don't understand. And by the end, Jazz, he wanted to get kicked out of the game. He was so frustrated. You could tell he was almost baiting Mark Carlson.
This is remarkable.
To punch him.
27 4-seam/sinkers taken for strikes in the zone by the Yankees.
I just don't understand that,
That's
Robert.
surprising.
I get it. Aaron Judge, Stanton, a couple guys in their lineup are going to get pitched a little bit different than the rest of the lineup. But the bottom half of this lineup has done 0 the entire World Series. 1-0-2-0, you've eliminated thought process. Like you bought yourself no thinking. That's the goal of hitting. Yeah. I know the game's changed a little bit, but you think Walker Buehler is going to nickel and dime a breaking ball in a 2-0 count with a 3-0 lead to somebody hitting 7th in the order? No chance.